Alright. Well, I have decided that it is time to start talking about my experiences through trials and what I went through on certain things. There's a lot of videos that I had that I started doing and talked to a lot of stuff about the Lord and things, and I kept referring to what I went through in the beginning and talking about it. And anyways, there's a lot of people that basically at Bethel seems to count me as a mascot, and then there's others that apparently think that I'm like a spy for Satan or something. So anyway, but that's really if, ands, or whatever they want to. Anyway, so when I ended up starting my trials, I used to go to sleep with the Lord literally putting His wing over me. I mean, it was like to the point that I literally felt it like as if someone was really there, like in living on this earth, throwing their wing over me. It's hard to describe, I guess, in some cases, because not only was it like that, but it was also more real than what you really experience, what you normally experience as real. So it was more real. My relationship with Him was more real. I talked to Him every day as if I was talking to someone else. And that kind of got interrupted. So I made some screw-ups in the beginning. I've had a lot of hard things to walk through in my life, and one of the things was a confusion of sexuality and acceptance, and well, I was molested by my grandfather, and I was still in diapers at that time. And then there was another thing that happened with my dad, my real dad. I don't know exactly what happened, but from what it sounded like it was said, at one point I ended up having to forgive him for something similar. At least for the introduction of a fear spirit to my life. There was this hallway that I used to go down when I was a kid. I'd always be afraid, and there was always something bad in there. There was always something wrong with going down that hall. If you don't know, fear is actually a spirit. So when you actually look at a bunch of Christians, ones that are really actually following, filled with the Spirit, and you see life in their eyes, and they're not judging you, those usually are the ones that are real walking with the Lord. No fear is definitely one that a lot of Christians that really are following the Lord are there. And that is a battle. That is a battle, because fear really actually, you think fear is an emotion that's real, but it's not. It's actually a spirit. And I know a lot of people refer to fear the Lord. There's another thing called fear of man, and that's really where you sit back and you try to impress man, and you do things for what they think and stuff like that. But that's more closer to what you think when it comes to the Lord. If you're caring what the Lord thinks, and you're honoring Him, not man, and you're seeking glory from Him, not others. Long story short. Okay, no. Anyways, I ended up getting raped again. Well, I was molested the other times, but I was actually raped when I was about 6 or 7. And then I ended up messing around with boys and do weird things with our penises. And anyways, and I ended up getting raped again when I was about 10, 11. And I, well, I'm sure you could see a lot of gender confusion because I also threw in memory. I didn't even remember it. I didn't even remember it until later. Anyways, this is gonna have to get continued because I'm thinking this video is probably close to. Hold on. Yeah, it's getting close to the end of this video, so I'm gonna wrap this one up and I'm gonna start another one. So you're gonna end up getting these in series. Okay, so there was a time that my mom's boyfriend basically came up to me laughing about me not being a virgin, and I thought I was a virgin, but he was sitting there making fun of me that I wasn't a virgin, and that really disturbed me. And of course, when I remembered why, I'm realizing that after he was sitting there telling me how my mom said something to him and told him how I wasn't. And anyway, so that was disturbing. And when I really actually found out what happened or remembered, that was even more disturbing because one of the things I ended up confronting my mom and she admitted it. Nowadays she doesn't. You know what, I'm going to restart this video.